let's start with this pressure washer, which I'm gonna just oil lightly. And let's put it in like. It doesn't matter much what way I put it in, so I'm just gonna put it in any old way. And then for the key, to make sure this key stays in, I'm gonna put a dab of grease on it, so I don't have to fight it around. You can use grease as temporary adhesive when you're putting things together, and it usually doesn't matter if you leave it in afterwards, because you just make everything go on much more smoothly. So the next thing we need to do is I seem to be missing a part here. No? No. This piece usually holds a micrometer vernier, but this wheel doesn't have one, as it doesn't need one, as this is not a precision feed. If you want a precision feed, the apron, you need to do it with the lead screw. Okay, so we're just gonna put this on. And of course, if you're gonna put on a fight, for whatever reason, but okay, we got it. It's in. And I think I can turn this now in this orientation. Just don't want to put it on a dirty piece of wood because it's got shavings on it. Stable. That looks stable enough. Okay. So the next piece to go in is this nut. This has been oiled already, and there is nothing underneath it. It just goes straight in. And I believe this is a number 10 wrench. Just gonna tighten that up. This is number 10. So I'm just gonna tighten that up. And did I overdo it? Oh yeah. You don't want this all the way tightened then, because you won't be able to turn it. You want it just so that it doesn't have any play in it, but it still turns smoothly. And when you're satisfied with that, you can put in this set screw, grub screw, whatever, and it will hold it in counterlock, so it won't release over time. Actually like this quite a bit. I just don't like that they used flatheads everywhere. But back in the day, flatheads for all the rage, I guess. No torques and no. Okay, it seems a little bit stiff. Just gonna release it a bit. Maybe a bit more. I'm not sure if this is too much or not. Just release this a bit further. Ah, I'm tightening. Idiot. This is the position I want it in. So I'm going to tighten it here. Oh yeah. I'm going to tighten it just a hair. Okay. I can have a bit of play in this one. This is fine. And it's turning really nicely now. So I can now finish tightening this up. Okay, it's tight. No need to do anymore. And when we're done with that, we can put in the plug that goes on the back. Oh, it's getting heavy. So I'm gonna grease the plug a bit. I don't want it to rust either. So I'm gonna grease the plug a bit. I don't want it to rust either. And I'm not really sure what's the best way to put this in, because now the handle is in the way and I cannot really bang on this. Let's see, maybe if I pull it up like this. Yeah, this will work. Can pull it up like this, take a piece of wood and something heavy and bang it in a bit. A little bit further in here. Missed the spot. Have to drive it in a little bit further in. This is actually my occasional hammer. I drive it in on the one side and it goes out on the other. Sneaky bastard. Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. Okay. So of course we damaged the paint, but only on the back side, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just little burrs here. Nothing too critical. I do hope this doesn't want to fall out, because if it does, well, not good. I'm going to try and drive it in a little bit further though. Let's see what we have here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to go in any further, so I'm not going to push the issue. So, I'm missing this still. Let's just add it. And probably oiled it before, but I'm going to do it again now. Wipe off the excess. And in it goes. A number 10 wrench. And just tighten this up a bit. And as you can see now, it's turning this gear, which is actually the one that engages with the rack on the bed. And if I put this in the on position, like so, you see how it would engage with the in this situation. We are now engaged with the lead screw, with the feed shaft, and you can see as I turn the handle how all the gears are turning, and the power is actually coming in from the bottom here, from this gear, and this is turned by a feed shaft, and in turn moves this gear inside here, which then moves this, and that moves this, and it feeds the apron across the table, across the bed. So that's it, I guess. I still have to put in this little sign. Oh, and I forgot one pretty important thing, which I now have to correct. When you are putting in this, okay. I forgot to do one pretty important thing, and that is to put this little spring. This is just a little spring in here, and this is in the lever that controls the half nuts. I think this is just so this lever doesn't move on its own and stays in the place where you leave it. And I forgot to put it in, and you need to be very careful with these little springs when you take them out, because this one I actually was looking for, I don't know, maybe half an hour or an hour around my workshop when I let it fly away, and I knew it was there. So yeah, if you don't know they're there, you're gonna lose them for sure. And now I forgot to put it back in, so I need to take out this screw again that locates the lever for the half nuts. So I'm gonna have to push it out again. And for that we need to have feed shaft in the neutral position. And I'm just gonna put it in, hopefully without removing this part. It would of course be much easier to put this in while there's nothing over here. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna do a little trick. Just gonna take some grease from here. I'm gonna turn this around. Yay. Okay, that happened. I'm gonna turn this around so I have clear access to this part of the assembly. Okay. Okay. Gonna put this in from this side. And now I have space in here for my fingers to press on this little piece, little spring when I push the whole thing in. So I'm gonna compress it and push it in, and that's that. Now it's in. And now this won't turn as readily on its own as it did before. And I was fighting this all along when I was doing the reassembly. I just didn't realize I missed the spring before I came to the bottom of my couplet parts and see that it was left on the bottom. Okay. Much better. Yeah. We can also add in this handle here for the half nuts. Let's just add a dab of foil there. Need a clean tissue. Tighten this. And the last thing to do is to add this little eye candy piece. It's not really necessary, but it does finish off the whole deal in a nice way. So my apron is now reassembled all the way except for the half nuts, which I intend to do later as I explained. And it's ready to be mounted on the machine, although I don't know if I want to do it now, because I should really deal with the lead screw nicks first. For now I'm just gonna put this away. So that was that. Enjoy.